Hello there. Welcome to yet another mix match. This time with Russ2. First board was Nocturne Mix. Harbinger Bane, Young Witch. Lack trashing, so that does make the Young Witch a little more appealing. I think it's probably a reasonable open here. I don't know, I mean, you are gonna want hunting parties. It's not clear how much you build. You could certainly build a little bit if you wanted to. Though the draw is a bit limited. I think not super, so they went with the hunting party. Not super clear to me. Hunting party versus like a sculptor, but probably first 5 is hunting party. I'm probably just gonna take a Harbinger now and, you know, maybe hope to get a block, but I think the second silver is not unreasonable either. Discarding, I mean, Hound is better than Curse, that's for sure. Whether it's better than whether changing Curse to Hound is better than getting a 3 is not as clear to me. Do we have any triple types? I think the best we have is doubles. Because like you're gonna have junk to discard to Young Witch anyway, so it's not that great to have the Faithful Hounds unless you have. I mean, later on it might be good if you have border villages or a lot of acting troop villagers for some reason, or possibly like a golem. Trying to think here. I'm not super clear on the path. Fortunately, they're gonna probably play their young. Okay, they don't have it. That was the worst draw. I was hoping to get to 5, but that didn't happen. Maybe we do need a second silver. Yeah, like here, like you can discard the Faithful Hound, right? But it doesn't. I guess they do have a border village, so 2 border villages even. I would probably get a sculptor if I was Russ. It's a bit of a weird board. Falconer seems worse than Sculptor to me, I think. But they're probably pretty close. It does feel like the villagers might be, or I guess Falconer does go to hand as well. Of course it does. So yeah, I mean, they're close. I'll have to think about it a little bit. Hopefully not too long. The cursing so far is going way in my favor. Another consideration is just to do the hunting parties for a little while longer. What are you getting off Falconer? I guess anything. I don't know how often people are getting double types. That's not totally clear to me. This was pretty unfortunate. This is unfortunate that they hit 8, but and then this is doubly unfortunate that I've swung into the Falconer here. That's pretty sad. I don't know that. This was quite a sequence from them actually to get all treasures there when they have that many curses. That was pretty lucky. I've been lucky, of course, to block, so. But the Citadel hit is huge. Them hitting Citadel off this hand is pretty. Just a fresh shuffle into 8 is pretty wild, actually, of a draw. I wouldn't have spent my. I would not. I don't like this buy at all, to be honest. I wouldn't spend my $5 hands on doing curse into Faithful Hound, but that's just me. They're still a good bit ahead. I mean, if they keep drawing hunting parties in their opening hands when they have Citadel, they'll win for sure. But they're going super hard on the hounds, which is sort of weird to me. I wonder if I just get a golem now. It's kind of bad, but yeah, this is the thing about the. Well, they had the acting. When did they get the acting troop? Oh, they must have got it on the one activation here. Double Young Witch just because they know they're getting curse in does not. Again, it doesn't look right to me, but they're pretty far ahead in the building anyway. It can't be much worse than my. There's no way. There's just no way. Like, the curses aren't that bad from them. There's just no way $8. Or I guess they have the buy, so it's not really $8. But I don't believe in the enhances. I mean, like, it's probably okay, but I still don't believe in them. I'm sure we'll get the last 2 curses now. The never hit or the. I think I would have beat. Well, I don't know that I would have beat them, but if they don't hit this Citadel hand, I think I have a fair shot anyway. If they had the sculptor and stuff, they should have played that before. Like, now you can't play, like, you only have 1 villager, so you can't play sculptor and get acting troop and play the acting troop. Like, this order is a little bit messed up. I mean, I don't like, this is okay too, but it feels like when they had the villages, they should have played the and they didn't play the falconer at all because they didn't gain any multi-types. Is that right? They don't play the falconer at all. That can't be right order. There's no way, because you couldn't play these gainers and get acting troops and they just disappear from hand and you just have like 7 villagers, 6 villagers, or whatever it is. And it doesn't cost you anything to do it that way. That's really bizarre, actually. Now I'm mad just because it's like, it's a dumb thing to be mad about, but I'm mad because it's like, pretty bad play choices. But I can't, what's in my hand? It's like pretty bad play choices, but it's not going to get punished in any way. Because they're too far ahead. Do I only have one hunting party? My deck is just terrible. Guess I'll just put I could hit. See, the thing is, I can hit. I can hit Citadel here, but it's with a shuffle that I can't actually trigger, so it doesn't really work. Unfortunately. Because if I buy Citadel but I don't have the Golem or the Hunting Party in deck, then it really doesn't do anything for me. I'll probably actually cry if they just do it again, but there's no way. Surely they'll play them this time. Okay, they're just ending it. Just fair enough. Yeah, I like some of the things they did better than me for sure. I still sort of feel like it was just mostly on the back of hitting the Citadel. But I definitely think some of what they did looks pretty nice. I mean, it hurt pretty bad to hit Citadel into me just buying the one random hound and it activates Falconer as well. But I mean, that's why you buy the Falconer, right? So, not sure. I mean, at the start, of course, I was getting the better end of the curse stuff. I guess my second reshuffle was pretty unfortunate because I only hit 4 on my hunting party played hand, and then the young witch was bottom decked, so that part was not super good for me. Well, I guess I'll go Silk Merchant Groom here. I mean, you gotta try and hit Academy once and then, you know, go on your own way. I don't really think the, I'm not even sure on 5 if I take the Old Witch, to be honest. Probably is fine, but it's sort of crappy. Guess we play the Silk Merchant first and see what we draw and then decide. This is a little bit sad, but I guess I'll do it this way. Because the next hand just has $3 in it. They didn't find the Old Witch though, so we're probably okay for now. We'll want to get some plazas, but we don't have to worry about those too much right now. Okay. This was a bit of a bad draw, but the Old Witches are mainly just because they do +3 cards. We're like obviously gonna pile out here. What are we gonna make it here? I don't know. Do we have the overdraw? Yeah, this should just work. Pretty easy, actually. About all you could expect from this one. Not a surprise how that one went on the... They had the worst opening for sure. He might just take Groom though on the 5-2. I'm not sure. But the 5-2 definitely sucks. 3-4 is not that good either. The 4-3 is the good one. I don't know if my deck composition was always right. Like the plaza looks probably totally wrong given the number of villagers it was at the end. Like I'm gonna say the plaza was probably just completely wrong. Like just always Silk Merchant looks like the play. I think I was envisioning the somehow the game I don't know what I was envisioning. Like clearly the game doesn't last long enough for that to ever matter. So it looks like it's just a total mess up to gain a plaza there. So that was a blunder on my part, but fortunately was not really impactful. They also got a plaza, and I don't know when they got it to say as much about whether it was right or wrong, but it seems unlikely that it was right. So again, we have some attacks, but not a lot of trashing. No trashing, in fact. But you may worry that you can't... I guess you can probably get a torture thing going. This is an interesting board, actually. It would be more interesting if we could actually control the decks a little bit, I think, because the way it is now, it's going to be mostly a crapshoot. But it's sort of interesting. There's a lot of like attack counter kind of stuff, and I mean, without trashing, you're still just gonna be living and dying by your opening hand draws, but you can certainly build a village smithy draw engine, and it can have a variety of the draw cards for sure. I think I'll go Silver Conclave. I assume they'll do the same. You could do Squire Conclave, I think is probably okay as well. So then your question is like, do you do torture stuff, or do you think you can just defend that with Cursed Village, or you know what you think is going to work out there? It's not totally clear to me. Certainly you would be able to get if the double 5, they'll probably play a torture now, and then I will have a problem. If they don't, then I'm okay. But yeah, they're pretty likely to. So that's no good. I do have Squire Torture in this next hand. I don't hate the gold, but it's still pretty tough sell to think that you're going to pair the gold with the encampments at all or consistently. I mean, you can always wait, of course, or you could get lucky, but I mean, the decks are big here, right? You have 10 starting cards that are never going away. So I don't... It does seem... I don't know. I guess it doesn't matter. I'm just trying to hit 5, so... If they play a second torture, we can gain the curse probably is better than not getting 5. Um, they're getting. This is a joke draw for me. Like, this is just, hey, all right. I guess I shouldn't complain when the city gate's still a possibility. I should hold off a little bit now. And this is terrible. I'm just gonna put one of the villages back. They didn't find. I guess I don't know. I could still hit torture, so. Yeah, I don't. Oh, that's okay. It isn't always going to be hard to draw here. This is quite sad because I'm going to have a torture effectively miss the shuffle. And this is doubly sad because they just, I guess Citygate helps the encampment thing, right? You can kind of move stuff around. So that's pretty nice. Might as well just put both of these in here and then Citygate will trigger. We can, I mean, we're passing a turn, right? But that's not unreasonable to do in this context. I'm not getting the village torture pairs though. And then they hit this. This is baloney. No joke. Citygate alone doesn't justify this. This is off a fresh shuffle. They didn't find tortures, I guess, so maybe I shouldn't complain too much. Maybe it's actually quite good for me. Well, they're not playing torture anyway. Then whether they found one wasn't super clear to me, but well, I guess I'm just gonna do this over and over again. Okay. All right. Didn't find a torture there. That's like, I guess there's a squire still, but that was kind of that's a little bit, it's a little rough. That's a little bit of a rough draw for me to do. I mean, I wasn't attacked either, but to do the, I guess it's just similar to what they had, only way worse because I don't have a gold. I mean, I'll keep playing these even though I'm just gonna draw. Yeah, I'm just gonna draw a bunch of tortures. This will be a curse village now, and maybe I should have gone in curse village like earlier. Pretty good locust. I mean, as far as locusts go, it's, you know, it's fine. Neither, these are both junk, so even if they get to a second torture, then it's not like way worse. It's a little different, but it's not way worse. I feel like I need to play this hand out even if it ultimately doesn't go very far. I could be wrong. Probably gonna need a I'm gonna get hit again, aren't I? Yeah. Well, what can you do? I don't have like a vault or anything yet, so probably I'll just play the, okay, we get a little something. Not maybe not a world changing. Well, that's sad. Probably we need a vault. I mean, there's some stuff you can do to score here that doesn't require, I mean, I don't have $5, so I can't really get a vault, but you know what I mean. I guess I'll do the torture play. So we did split the tortures. That's interesting. A good bit for me here. Maybe we go like this. I guess plague is whatever. I mean, it's not good, but at this point, kind of have to just accept that that's the world I'm living in. Cursey world. Alright, I'll probably just take these now. I don't think they're gonna have 5 buys, but so now we're more or less do I not have the torture autoplay on? I guess it needs to be off here actually because of Cursed Village. They probably are gonna start greening. I don't know. They don't have to since they have the full 6-point lead here. Conclave looks probably just worse than a Squire. To me. And then probably worse than an encampment as well. Well, we did not go anywhere. So that's cool. Whoops. That's pretty cool. Pretty pumped about that. I didn't get that. I don't get to. Could take the buys off this, but I think we do it like this. We're gonna draw a little bit. If we don't find the vault, we still don't hit province. We do find the vault. It'd be cool to find another Squire, but we don't, so. I don't think there's one. I guess we could try to draw it. This sort of feels like just stop and take province, though, to me. Because we can't. If we had the Squire in hand already, then that would be one thing, because then we know we could have the buys, but the way it is here. It's not really doing much for us. I'm not worried about getting like plunder or gold and trying to keep the encampments. Like I don't have any hope of doing that. Oh, I guess I should discard. I could have a Cursed Village on top. I hope I do have a Cursed Village on top. That would serve me right. Okay. We didn't. That's unfortunate. I was unironically hoping for that. They bought a vault. I'm gonna just buy a tunnel. Not because I want a tunnel particularly, but hopefully they just have I don't know, I guess getting the buys for them is probably pretty hard. You assume they'll buy a province. These kind of suck unless there's a Cursed Village roundabout here somewhere. This is pretty good though. We can get, how much money do we need? 10, 18? $18. 6 buys. Okay, maybe not so likely. Now I've just made my deck have absolutely nothing in it. Well, there's there's yeah, there's nothing in here. There's a torture. I think there's a conclave. Maybe they have 3 conclaves and I just have the one. I think I have 2, don't I? We need to try to move through the shuffle. I'm not sure exactly why I went so hard on that. I think I was thinking that I could end it, but there was no way for me to end it, so it didn't actually make a whole lot of sense to go for that. Unfortunately, there was a conclave. They could be missing province even on this hand. It's possible. It's not the most likely thing of all time. It's possible. Okay. They don't play. Why didn't they buy 3 squires? Buy 3 camels. Well, this should just be top deck, right? We're not getting anywhere from the. Yeah, we're not getting anywhere if we keep that, so we might as well just wait and see if they have a turn or not. It's got to be better just to keep these in this instance. I guess they didn't have another squire in hand. But I guess double province duchy will also just be more points than I'll ever score, so who cares? Oh well. There was like some sort of weird world where we pulled that one out. I was probably just too greedy the turn I had the good turn. I could have just taken my double province and not trigger the shuffle. The shuffle triggering part. I was, in my mind at least, well now I've got nothing. We'll just resign. In my mind at least it was like that there was a chance for me to win, but I could have thought about my deck contents and there was not a chance for me to win. So that was just I mean, these games are always kind of hard to evaluate. I don't know. I mean, I can evaluate those decisions, like that was a bad decision. But as far as like kind of deck directions and I don't know, I felt fine about it for the most part. There's maybe an angle to taking cursed villages quicker. Like if they go for a second torture just to switch to the cursed village stuff, and then maybe you can score better. That seems that certainly seems like a possibility, and I didn't try that at all, so that could be a thing. This board has fair bit of stuff though. Pretty limited villages. The trashing is okay, but not crazy. And then there's, I guess you could try some spice stuff. Some spice. I mean, you could try a moneyish thing. Potentially. Just because I don't know how fast the engine goes. There is more villages, a little better. Necro helps a little bit. I'm trying to think what the hop stuff does. Going up against like Trove and Spices. You know what I'm gonna try? I'm gonna try something probably terrible. We'll be looking for I guess they had the 2-5. Not sure. Something to be said for a pageant, but I'm not gonna like take it over as Spices. And then there's something to be said for I mean, if they're just following me on this, then it's not feel reasonably good about my shot if they're just following. Even though they're getting a little, I mean, they're getting some nice things. We'll just have to see. They certainly have some stuff. This one's hard for me. I feel like I should take province, though it is a lot of coffers to spend on it. But if we do hit 4 provinces, then we're in good shape. Or even if we've hit 4 plus a couple duchies. Yeah, here's another one. This feels pretty good. Like they can double province, but that's not super good. Now they'll start on duchies. But they have to spend 2 coffers to buy a duchy. That's hard. Guess if they don't double right now, I win. More or less. I mean, not strictly, but more or less I win. Okay, I guess I win the games at last. Have just rushes, basically. All right. All right, well, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. It was certainly a quick one, which was nice, and some pretty cool boards. So, I will catch you all later. Have a good day.